Hello everyone. Again, welcome to another class. As you know, today is Thursday, and today we're going to know or we're going to meet a new topic. So I know you will love and you will understand very well. So let's go, guys. Going on with the topic of today. Today we're going to talk about the kingdoms of living things, los reinos de las cosas vivas. So let's going to see what are these kingdoms. So how these kingdoms live around us and we don't know. So now let's go ahead and let's go to learn more about the kingdoms, these kingdoms. Let's go, guys. So as you know, today we're going to discuss this kingdom. Today we're going to discuss just three, and tomorrow we're going to discuss another three. Okay. So now let's go. We have the first kingdom. The first kingdom is Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria. Archaebacteria are the most recent addition to the kingdoms of organisms. Their existence was not discovered until the 1988. This is the most recent kingdom that human has been discovered. However, Archaebacteria are the oldest known living organisms. They are single-celled and live in extremely hot boiling water found in environments like volcanic thermals, vents in the ocean, and hot springs like the geysers and Yellowstone Park. So here's something important. There's something important. That is that these bacteria can live with the sun, can live with the hot things, can live with cooler things, and these one are the oldest bacteria that have exist around the world because these bacteria exist since the world were created. Okay, since the world were created, these bacteria exist. So some species also live in a very salty environment, such as the Dead Sea and the Great Salt Lake. So we can find most of them in salt lakes or in salt rivers or oceans too, all salt places. There are where we can find them, and the scientific have been discovering more and more bacteria every day. So now we're going to learn the archaeobacteria. Looks the bacteria. These are the bacteria that have been becoming living since the first day of the even though before the creation of our planet because they have been the like the animals, but they are no animals, they are bacteria, but they have been the influencers to create everything like that living things that we have nowadays. So these things live since many centuries and they have been living also inside our bodies. They live inside our bodies, they live in everything that we touch. For that reason, you need to wash your hands all the time. Don't forget this. So now let's go with the other one. This is eubacteria. Eubacteria. There are two kinds of bacteria. One bacteria that I like, the first one, that this one, who are like the bad bacteria, but we're going to see the eubacteria. Eubacteria are also single-cell bacteria organisms. This kingdom makes up most of the bacteria in the world. Eubacteria are very common and well known to us to parasites like streptococcus, which causes strep throat. However, these bacteria also have produced many antibiotics, vitamins, and yogurt. These bacteria are the bad ones. Okay, these bacteria are bad ones, but not all of them. These bacteria can produce an illness in your body, and also the bacteria are are very good to create and to make antibiotics and vitamins and yogurts. So you can see that this is really important. You eat yogurts, do it with bacteria. So this is our daily know this. So this one, archaebacteria, just are bacteria that just live in the environment, but doesn't affect our body, doesn't affect us. Okay, archaebacteria. But the eubacteria are bacteria that can affect our body, and also that we can use them to make antibiotics and vitamins too. So look, these are some of the most bacteria who produce illness, or sometimes we can get sick because this kingdom has bad bacteria. And also most of the bacteria, we can use them to make vitamins and to create medicines. So now, let's go with the next one. I got a fungi. Now, have you listened about the fungi kingdom? Fungi, and reign of fungi. Let's going to see what is this about. The fungi kingdom is a recognizable to us has mushrooms, moths, mildews, and yeasts. Unlike the organism in the Archaebacteria, the Eubacteria kingdom, fungi are multi-celled organisms. Early scientific classified mushrooms and other fungi in the plant kingdom, but they do not produce their own food as plants do. So we can see that in this fungi kingdom, we can find that this is there are more mushrooms. So and these mushrooms, they cannot produce their own food. They need to look for food. For that reason, these mushrooms, they some scientific consider to put them in the animal kingdom, but they don't produce their own food. For that reason, they are in fungi kingdom. Look at here, we have the mushrooms. These mushrooms, sometimes we have to see them. For example, when a tree falls in your house or other places, we can see them all the time. These mushrooms are from the fungi kingdom. Okay, this is the fungi kingdom, the mushrooms. Why? Oh, I think that are you thinking why if these are plants, why they are not in the plants kingdom? So because this fungi kingdom is for the plants that cannot make their own food. Okay, that cannot make their own food. They are like parasites. Okay, things like that. So thank you guys. This has been everything about today, the class of today. I hope you can understand very well that these kingdoms, and today we're going to be reviewing more about them and to know and to learn more about the other kingdoms. So thank you guys for staying right here. Bye bye. Take care.